In the heart of Nigeria lies Plateau State, a land known for its peace and tourism, now undergoing a remarkable transformation. At the helm of this transformation is Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. In just 16 months, his vision, leadership and commitment to good governance have brought profound changes across sectors. Today, we take a closer look at how his actions are improving the lives of Plateau's citizens. Roads are the lifeblood of a community, connecting people, goods and services. For years, many of Plateau State's roads were in disrepair, stalling economic growth and frustrating the movement of goods. But Governor Mutfwang, driven by the people's voice, has made road infrastructure one of his top priorities.
My name is Obondoma Joshua Laven, the Honorable Commissioner, Housing and Urban Development, Plateau State. I feel so elated and excited. It's not about us, but the people of Plateau State, what they felt about the recent transformation going on that has encouraged or has shown a lot of confidence in the government of Plateau State, because the construction of Utonko Nunkung, Kiana and Machunga Road, which has been left abandoned for over 8 years, a span of over 8 years, I think it's one of the greatest things that happened. The people of Abatua, Nunkung, and Giring, that's what they call the road, Machunga, are now being upgraded from their slum to urban center. I felt so excited because the people there, you can feel from the testament of the people what they are saying about the completion of that road. It has reduced the heavy road traffic. The traffic gridlock that is on the high road now has been diverted, and then economic activities has also been improved around that area, because you can see there's a new livelihood going on there. The area has become the center of attraction now. The completion of the 9-span flyover bridge as well, with an extension of almost 1 kilometer from the Spout to NASCO, is another additional scope of work which has been completed by His Excellency Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. The apostle of time is now. And this work that I said, it has been ordered from 2007. For one or two reasons that we don't know what may happen, that the work was just abandoned until the coming on board of this God-sent Messiah who came and alleviated the people suffering. The most important thing about him is that he gave us marching order as commissioners. All abandoned projects should be dust and brought before him so that he can see how we'll approve. And we did that exactly. And to my greatest dismay and shock, the directors who were trying to discourage is an occurring issues, he proved them wrong, and today the road has been completed. I can assure you that they were even shocked. It's an ongoing project. So all the projects that we've been doing under our ministry is an ongoing project. We have not introduced new ones yet. We are trying to, His Excellency gave us the marching order that all abandoned projects should be completed. His own interest in the Plateau is to continue the good thing that his predecessors have done. So he is not here to witch hunt or to fight anyone. He's not interested in who is the contractor, but he's interested in the completion of these jobs. That is why Machunga, Akila, Giring Road, Abatua is now wearing a face look, and then it has improved the living standard of the people around that area, and the project has no bounds because people are excited. Not just only the road network in Plateau within that area has been expanded, and now we have networks of connections. Traffic has been reduced drastically along Polytechnic and the roundabout that leads from Giring to Abatua and Utonko Road. Now we have alternative routes within Plateau State, within the main city, and a flyover bridge which covers about 9 span inside to still decongest those that are coming in from NASCO, and those that are going straight to Refuge, they still have an alternative route. Yeah, value addition is certainly very important. A common man I've seen has felt it and knows that this is what it means to you to have someone that is committed and dedicated to the people. The road around 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the night, see the economic activity that's going on there, especially from the junction of National Library, down to Abattoir, down to the police station. All activities, night activities has resumed, where the people now are having a lively means of living anymore. Now they have a lively means of living because their economic has improved, business activities at night has improved, and in fact, security drastically. Instant security that has been going around that area because of the activities now, it has cut down insecurity around that area. The whole of Abattoir, Giring, is now an oblated slum now that has become an urban center. That is the beauty and the benefit of this very work that the governor has done. It is a value addition to the people, and even their assets there has improved because the value of the assets now have tripled because of those road network and lights that have been provided there, and especially even the water. We are working to connect their pipe bomb water, which some of those pipes have been destroyed. We've connected it, then they want to link them to the main grid. That is why the Commissioner of Water Resources as well too have been invited to go and look at what is the problem with their water, so that we can make sure the place is totally an urban area within just Metropolis. Infrastructural development of Plateau State is not just going to end with just Metropolis alone. It's in the whole 17 local government. So all the local government chairmen, they've submitted their plans and everything already for this developmental strike that is coming to their local government. He has graciously said he's going to improve on the usual 5 kilometers because he wants to make it either 6 or 10 kilometers. And this 10 or 6 kilometers is going to be an extension of the new settlement of the new city that is trying to establish in all local government, just like you are seeing in just Metropolis now. The development is going to be all round, not just Metropolis. The massive and robust infrastructural plans of His Excellency Manasseh Mutfwang is something that we need to wait and see, because he has just kickstarted just part of it.
The completion of the 9-kilometer span flyover bridge connecting NASCO and Abattoir communities is one of the most celebrated accomplishments of this administration. The bridge has eased traffic congestions, facilitating movement across the city.
I stay close by here. This is Rigip Abattoir. Honestly, the Excellency has done a great job here. This road was very bad before, and now we are enjoying the road now. Everything is going well. The road is very fine. There is no pushing me, I push you, I used to be. There is no little accident. A little accident used to happen here before. But since this road was commenced, seriously, we are enjoying it now and everything is going well. We really thank the Excellency. He has done a great job.
Actually, I've been here for over 35 years. So I know this road very well. It used to be a very tiny road. The rocks that are here, there are BP's rock here that nobody ever think that they can be removed. Because of that, people don't normally pass this place. Like this mama, she has shop here, and there was no patronage before because there was no people passing here, no cars, nothing. So since the road has been constructed now, you can see how the road is busy. Many cars are passing, even travelers, people going to Bukuru, Refeed. They make these places a shortcut, and it's very busy now. So we are all happy. Doing this job, he has transformed this environment. And not only here, we know other places there are transformation going on in terms of road. Before, you can't drive from here to Old Depot. Now you can drive from here to Old Depot, to Refeed, to Dandikoa, and the rest, and to Abattoir. And not only that, even put street lights. So people are really enjoying. No, there is no blessed day that people don't pray for him. Anybody that passes this road always say one thing or the other concerning the governor.
We are very happy for this road. The road has really helped us. In fact, it's a shortcut. And when it comes to transportation, before you hardly see NAPEP and other vehicles ploughing this road. But now, from here, you can link to anywhere you want to go to freely. And it has opened up the place economical-wise. You can see shops opening, and everything is moving very well. We are very grateful to the government. Before, rainy season used to be held here because ploughing this road, I'm telling you, everywhere is so muddy, you understand? But right now, you can see people moving around, and I'm telling you, everything is fine. We are very grateful here.
I'm living here in Lebanese quarters, Abattoir. I was using this road, I say for last 3 years now. Before, if I'm going to work, I used to hold 2 slippers. One for entering the gutter, the other one, if I reach main road, I will change it and put my working shoe and go to office. But now, if I just come out from my house, except if I don't have transport, I will see keke or bike that I will just enter from my house direct to my office. So to me, I would say kudos to the governor. We are really enjoying the road now.
In addition to the flyover, other critical road projects have been completed or are in progress, such as the Feringada Polo roundabout and the Zololo Junction Road. These projects are creating durable networks that are reshaping transportation in the Jos Bukuru metropolis. Security is paramount to the growth of any state. Governor Mutfwang recognizes this, especially in Plateau State's rural communities, where access has been a challenge. In an effort to boost security, the governor distributed over 100 motorcycles to various agencies alongside raincoats and boots to aid operations in difficult terrains.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. We are here this morning once again in furtherance of His Excellency's quest for peace and security on the Plateau, to enable the citizens of Plateau continue to live in peace and harmony. This is exemplified again once more with the purchase of about 100 military-grade motorcycles that will be used for patrols all around the state. These motorcycles are to be shared among the various security agencies.
This indeed is a significant day for us in the pursuit of bringing peace and security to Plateau State. In the last 2 months, we have made some significant strides in trying to ensure that we fish out the hiding places, the entry points of these criminals into Plateau State. And for that reason, we have made massive investment, particularly in technology. When we are going to unveil the technological center, you will know. But at the moment, we have sufficient capacity to monitor every nook and cranny of Plateau State. By the grace of God, what we are preparing is to be able to equip the ground response. And as you know, the reason why we are called Plateau is because our terrain is full of plateau. And there are places that vehicles cannot go in, and even ordinary motorcycles cannot go. And therefore, in conjunction with our security heads, we have procured this first batch of motorcycles that will be used for round-the-clock surveillance. This is particularly important as we ensure that the security forces give cover to our farmers. We have trusted God this year that our farmers should go back to farm, and many of them have done so. But we know that the activities of bandits has not ceased. And with these motorcycles, we believe they will be able to enter into every nook and cranny of the state.
On behalf of all the service chiefs of the Plateau State, I'm standing to appreciate His Excellency for your thoughtful gesture for the provision of these motorcycles and the courts in ensuring that at least the lives and property of the good people of Plateau State is being saved. I want to give you all the assurance that to the glory of God, the maximum cooperations and the synergy that will exist among the security agencies in the Plateau is one of the best, if not out of the whole federation. So in view of this, we are going to improve more by making sure that we provide security in safeguarding the lives and property. And also, as we are fully aware that Plateau cars or either operational vehicles cannot go. With the provision of these motorcycles, at least farmers will go to their farms and come back home successfully. And of course, with the intervention of your good leadership for cultivating lands on the good people of Plateau to make sure that at least you fight the the farm challenges that we've been facing. With this provision, I know to the glory of God, all over, everybody will go on their bed with eyes closed. So thank you so much, Your Excellency. We really appreciate you. Ours, we have nothing to say than to continue to pray for you that God in His infinite mercy will continue to guide you, protect you, and give you the wisdom to carry the mantle of leadership of the good people of Plateau State.
This initiative is part of a broader strategy to ensure peace and stability across the state. Governor Mutfwang's investment in advanced technology for security operations has positioned Plateau as a safer environment for both residents and investors. Access to quality health care is a cornerstone of any thriving society. In Plateau State, Governor Mutfwang is ensuring that even the most remote areas have access to life-saving medical care. The commissioning of the Plateau State Drugs and Medical Commodities Management Agency marks a significant step towards achieving universal health coverage in the state.
My name is Pharmacist Kim Jerry Bott. I'm the Executive Secretary of the Plateau State Drugs and Medical Commodities Management Agency. We actually derive our activities from the functions stated in the law establishing the agency. The agency was signed into law in October 2022, and we have 7 functions as embedded in Section 4 of the law establishing the agency. Well, during the President Goodluck Jonathan administration, they came up with an innovation based on universal health coverages to say, we need to come up with a tripod where we have the supply end, and that's the primary healthcare system, where we also have a social and health insurance scheme to be able to reduce out-of-pocket expenses, where we have Plaschema in our case, and then of course the site where the commodities will be managed in both ends, and that is our agency, Plateau State Drugs and Medical Commodities Management Agency. And the matching order was given to all the states to go and implement. So at that time, Governor Jonah Jang was the governor of Plateau State, and he was able to sign into law the bill establishing the Primary Healthcare Development Agency. And then Right Honorable Simon Bakola Long signed into law the bill establishing the Plaschema and the Plateau State Drugs and Medical Commodities Management Agency. So the tripod is complete. Now, by way of policy, every state was asked to go and implement that. Plateau State has implemented its own to the latter, and this is where we are today. His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang, despite having Governor Lalong signing that into law, the agency never took off. But the coming of Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang actually made it easy for us. This agency took off under his administration. He was also able to release the counterpart fund of this agency to ensure that this warehouse is completed. 22 states were able to secure support of the Global Fund across the whole country. And out of those 22, how many states were able to stand and do their own part as a government in the state? Plateau State is 1 out of the 5 of us. And out of the 5 of us, I'm telling the entire world today that Plateau came first. No wonder we are the first to be commissioned, just like the Honorable Coordinating Minister for Health and Social Welfare said on the day of the commissioning. We are also the first to implement the 15% counterpart fund as released by His Excellency Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. We are also the first to put in place our operational items as captured in the bill of quantity of the 15%, where we have a motorized forklift, we have a cold room, we have racks, we have an alternative power source, we have a quality control lab, we have a lot of other items put in place to ensure operationalization of this warehouse. And today, the other states are currently doing their best to catch up with the standard that Plateau State have already set in place. We sincerely want to appreciate Global Fund for seeing that universal health coverage is their priority in terms of this. And so we're really excited to say that along with the other 21 states, Global Fund has done well for Nigeria. For those who were present on the day of our commissioning, we've done what is a mapping of pharmaceutical manufacturers. We have also tried to use our locally sourced raw materials to manufacture 5 products in the name of the agency. We have also been able to engage and draft a number of memorandum of understanding that will engage manufacturers to say that Plateau State requires the best as far as universal health coverages are concerned. And as it is now, we are already getting pharmaceuticals, we are already getting the presence and dominance of partners, we're already getting the attention of people who have goodwill to invest in Plateau State. And that is because of the efforts, the intentional efforts put in place by Barrister Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. The time is now captain, and indeed the governor who understands the pulse of his people as far as universal health coverages are concerned. If you look at our laws, we are saddled with the responsibility of creating access or generating or ensuring that medications are accessible to government-owned health facilities. We have about 1,238 primary healthcare facilities. We also have 17 secondary health facilities at the general hospitals, and then we also have one tertiary health facility, that is Plateau State Specialist Hospital. And we also have clinics of Plateau State-owned tertiary citadel of learning. We have all of them. And by the grace of God, as time goes on, we'll onboard them into our system. We'll also ensure that they get access to these quality medications, and then, of course, people will benefit from it. Now, it's an idea of generating a very cordial relationship and a working partnership system. For example, we're already generating a web where the Plaschema will be our demand side, where, of course, they have their release, they have the funds, they have the health facilities, but they don't have the products. So who provides the products? This agency basically drives the product component of all the programs that are already seated here in Plateau State. Then, of course, the supply side, where you have the primary healthcare, the secondary health facilities, and indeed the tertiary health facilities, will always supply these medications to them and ensure that they are done so in a very good time and in absolutely very good condition. We have in this warehouse key facilities that are essential in ensuring that counterfeit medicines are off the road. Number one is the fact that we have a standardized cold room that is globally acceptable, and it can turn medications at a temperature of -20 to -80 degrees Celsius. It's very functional. We also have a quality control lab. Now, in the quality control lab, we will collect medications based on batches and ensure that we carry out investigations, or what we call quality control checks, in a mini lab setting, where we'll test the efficacy of medications, we'll test the claims of the manufacturers, we'll as well check all that concerns these medicines, whether they come as tablets, injectables, capsules, or even oral suspensions, as the case may be. We also have a barcode scanner that is approved by NAFDAC, that is also approved by the Food and Drug Administration in the United States of America. We also have them all with us, and we are ready to deploy same on each batch of medications that we collect. And so over time, one of the long-term plans we have is to onboard private health facilities and even private pharmacies. Importantly, is because we need to track all medications that are circulating within the state. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're already developing a software that will increase our rate of repertoire and feedback, that will also create visibility for the general public to tap in and ensure that we get the reports that are necessary. I sincerely want to appreciate my leader, my mentor, Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang. He is one who has demonstrated real love for his people. He has said before, and I quote him, he cannot lead an unhealthy citizenry. I am excited about this because we are here to make it easy for him to ensure that he leads a set of citizens that are very healthy, and we will ensure that that is done.
On behalf of the Coordinating Minister of Health, Professor Mohammed Ali Pati, I want to especially appreciate the good works of His Excellency, Barrister Caleb, the Executive Governor of Plateau State, for his commitment towards improving the health indices of the good people of Plateau State.
The launch of the Plateau State Emergency Medical Services and Ambulance System, PLACEMAS, is another initiative that is saving lives. 6 new ambulances have been deployed to provide emergency health care at no cost for the first 48 hours, breaking financial barriers during critical moments.
My name is Juma Ibrahim Mohammed, the officer in charge of Abanishin PS Primary Healthcare, just not. The warehouse helped us a lot because before we don't know the quality of the drugs, we only go and buy. But now The drugs is being tested before we collect from the warehouse. So it's a good initiative. The government help us with the drugs because anytime we go to the warehouse, we are able to get our drugs. Whatever you want, you will get it. The drugs are highly qualitative, so they really help us. The government have helped us because we do procure our drugs there. We are sure of the quality because it is being tested before we procure the drugs from them. So thank the government for that.
Governor Mutfwang's diplomatic efforts are yielding tangible results. His strategic partnerships with international organizations have led to donations of medical supplies valued at over $400,000 for the Plateau Specialist Hospital. This intervention is improving healthcare delivery across the state.
I want to thank you sincerely for this initiative, this step you have taken to be able to mobilize health assets and bring down to us here in Nigeria. All we did was to provide the logistics from the port down to Jos here. This is a good story. I have told Plateau people we have taken an oath of honor and trust. We will not betray. Every kobo that is meant for Plateau people, we will put it to very good use. Plateau State has been in the national equation, but we lost that opportunity in the last couple of years. We are trying to rebuild our capacity to be relevant in the national space, and I continue to solicit your cooperation. The health sector, we made it on its knees, and we thank God for this intervention. But beyond that, let me tell Reverend Devlin, this hospital started in 1944, and some of the 1944 buildings are still here. We need to do something about it.
Amen.
We need to do something about it.
We're with you.
And we are looking forward to the partnerships that will rebuild Plateau State Hospital. We want to make sure that one of our legacies in tourism is built around health. We can make Plateau State a health tourism destination because the weather here is healing in itself, apart from medicine. And so we need to make sure this facility is more attractive than this. More than that, we are also making arrangements to start the medical faculty in the Plateau State University and to make sure that we have a very good teaching hospital that will complement the teaching hospital of the federal government, the University of Jos. Because one of the things that is lacking due to the Japa syndrome, we have lost a lot of health personnel and we need to rebuild that stock as soon as possible. I have suddenly discovered that so many people are falling ill with kidney issues and all those kind of issues. And we need to be able to make healthcare more affordable, more accessible, because it is only a healthy population that is a productive population. And so we cannot toy with the issue of healthcare. We are looking at ways and means of procuring drugs cheaper, well, of course, without compromising quality, so that we can be able to ensure that our people have access to qualitative drugs and so that their recovery will not be compromised. So we want to thank you sincerely for this initiative. We receive it with joy, and we are glad to know that this is the beginning of many interventions, and we are also discussing with several other partners, and I'm sure before long the impact will be felt tremendously. So as you return to the United States, we pray that the good Lord that brought you safely will take you back safely, and that you will continue to expand the frontiers of your influence and network, and that as you continue to remember the poor and less privileged, God will continue to exalt you. Thank you, and God bless.
The governor's vision to establish a medical faculty and a state-of-the-art teaching hospital in Plateau State University, Baucus, is also underway, signaling a brighter future for healthcare in Plateau. Governor Mutfwang has only just begun. His administration's commitment to road infrastructure in the rural area is commendable, particularly the Timjahas, Formulam Fuholawol Dengu Lapia Road project with a spur for Hulmor to Ampang West in Mangu local government area. The road is bringing back much relief to the people who are mostly into agriculture.
My name is Engineer Luca Davo, the General Manager, Plateau State Roads Maintenance Agency. We are here on a project Team Jagas Formulan for Hormor, Dangu and Lapia, with a spur at Formorwar to Ampang West. This is a bridge from Team Jagas. It's about 3 kilometers from Team Jagas Junction. This is the major bridge on this project. We will meet other water crossings. It may not be bridge, it will be large culverts. So we are here at the bridge. This is a 5-span bridge. What we met here, the existing one, you can see it by the left there, is a very small bridge, which will always overrun when there is water. So we decided to provide this bridge, which is adequate to carry whatever water under it without any interference. The project has a total length of 32.25 kilometers. There are 2 gangs on this project. The first gang is from Timjagas to this bridge. The second gang is from Lapierre to Dangu. Work is currently going on there between Folomo and Dangu. Clearance has been done. Earthworks will soon commence in earnest. But you can see from the beginning of the project up to this place, earthworks is ongoing. At certain sections, we are doing the final base course. In some areas, we are still doing the sub-base and a small fill material. So this bridge, as you can see it, all the elements have been cast already. The bridge substructure has been completed. The major work left now is to launch the beam and finish the superstructure of the bridge. By the time we finish the superstructure, vehicles can ply on top of this bridge to continue the trip round to the project end there. Within 1 month or thereabout, once it's launched, we work on the deck and it's good to go. This job is being executed by direct labor. We chose to do it by direct labor because of so many advantages. So by direct labor, we're able to save cost by trying to stockpile materials because we are not unaware of how unstable prices of materials are. So we don't want government to pay twice of what it had in mind on this. That's why we did it by direct labor, and we have taken a good step by trying to stockpile materials. If not for initial challenge that we had here and the rains, we are not unaware of the kind of rain we have this year. It really interfered with the progress of work in this place. And thank God we are hoping that by next month, we will have good weather for construction. So I want to believe that in no distant future, once we can connect this, the other earthworks after this up to Dangu will not be a problem. The governor is committed and determined to provide the road infrastructure in as many places as funds can take us, because we are not unaware of the importance of road network in any society. The ones we have started doing in just Bukuru metropolis, you can feel the impact. Businesses sprang up from the streets that were abandoned. People can move freely. Instead of doing business, you can dash to that place and come back within time. The time it takes you to go from one point to the other is now shortened because the road is made good. It translates to even our vehicle maintenance. The areas we have touched, the testimony is there. We have had people mention the testimony of the action that government is taking on the intervention on road infrastructure.
We have been having a nice time with the road maintenance on the construction of this project. When we moved into the site around December last year, we all know that there was a crisis in Mangu, which affected the current mostly. For some weeks, we cannot work. There are a lot of curfew. We couldn't do anything serious within a certain period. Secondly, the challenge is about the borrow pit issue. We approached the farmers here for the work, but eventually, with the intervention of the general manager and some other people around, we were able to overcome. Of course, it is their own benefit. In fact, they are very grateful that the road maintenance have come to work on their road. Sometimes it's very difficult to transport their goods, their farm produce, to even Keran, because from Lapia, from Dangu to even Timijagas, it's not motorable. It was a tug of war during rainy season. But they are so grateful now that as it is now, it's helping them that as soon as we finish this road, they will be able to transport their farm produce without fear.
My name is Kampe Kayafas Gutiar. I'm an indigenous of this community. It interests me so much being a member of the community and as well as security in the area. I feel so delighted because the governor has really done well for us. Unlike other years, that during the rainy season, this place is not much trouble. This immediate community used to follow.
The way we observe the road is moving well. We appreciate what the government and the planning of the committee are doing. It's going to help the whole Plateau state because this road is going to link us to many places. This is a business center.
We are so very grateful from this road. We are now happy for this, our own bridge. Governor, we are very grateful to him. Thank you.
His dedication to security and healthcare is paving the way for a prosperous Plateau state. Citizens are optimistic about the future, and the governor is resolute in his mission to uplift every community, leaving no one behind. Governor Caleb Manasseh Mutfwang's leadership is shaping a new chapter for Plateau State. His developmental strides in infrastructure, healthcare and security stand as a testament to his dedication to the people. The journey continues and the future looks bright for Plateau State. This documentary was put together and sponsored by Gang Bere, the Director of Press and Public Affairs to the Executive Governor of Plateau State.